talk a few minutes about your ancestor, please do.
My family did not start with my Civil War ancestor. I am Cliff Hines. My ancestor that we're here to represent today was with the 20th Indiana, was captured aboard the Fanning, just a little distance from here with that. But our ancestors are traced back to, well, I'm traced ours back to the Revolution. I'm a member of the Sons of the American Revolution. Our ancestor there was a fifer with a Virginia regiment. So they served in that. His son served in the War of 1812, and the next one with the Mexican War, and Van Hines then with the Civil War. Following that, our service has been continuous. Like myself, I'm probably, because our family was never the more affluent and with the higher officers or anything, that I'm probably the first that served as an officer in the military with the United States Corps of Marines. But at any rate, Van Hines went to serve in the 20th Indiana, and thanks to Lee, I'm looking at that package, apparently he left the farms of Indiana, and if any of you ever farmed, well, he probably at that moment felt good to get away from it. But he left and was with the 20th Indiana. They had served up with the railroad, watching the railroad up beyond your home up in Maryland before they came down here on Hatteras Island, and he was guarding some of that material aboard the ship for delivery up the coast here a ways. And as we know, the mosquito fleet came in and captured that ship, and they couldn't get it to shore because of the depth of the water at that time. He did serve. He was a prisoner of war and did apparently undergo some unpleasantries, as you might say, during that time. Was released. One of the document that I had before I got that from you, Lee, said it was in May that he was released from POW status. And what you had showed June, and so there's some kind of a discrepancy. But that's government paperwork. Somebody's bound to screw it up, right? So at any rate, from there he went back to Indiana, and I knew for a short while they had pegged him to do work with the Home Guard, and I researched Home Guard a bit. Some of their tasks were unpleasant. Apparently he and some others did not agree. But he re-entered the service in spite of the fact that he did make that agreement not to do that. He had signed that paperwork. He entered the 54th Indiana and served for some questionable time. I didn't have any questions before, like I said, before you sent me that, I knew all the answers but up till then. But since then, some of that has changed. And last of all, he did serve with the 48th Indiana Regiment, and I hate to tell you, good friends, I want to be friends with you from Georgia, but there's a man named Sherman that led that army. So at any rate, that was the involvement with the Civil War. Van Hines, this is my brother, by the way. I'll let him talk if he wants to.
Well, here's what I like to do.